Hello, MacArthur stars. How are you? It is Mrs. Price. How have you been doing? Did you have a good last week? I hope so. My week was pretty good. I apologize for posting your projects, your activities late in the week. For some reason, I thought I could learn a new editing program, and it gave me some fits. So this week should be better. This week we are going to focus on origami, okay, the art of paper folding. So I'm going to give each group, each grade level group, 2 projects. Try not to get too frustrated, okay? This should be a fun activity. If I go too fast on the video, just stop the video and rewind and replay it, okay? I will tell you, when I was practicing making each of the projects, I made mistakes. I had to start over. I made the wrong folds. So don't worry, that's all part of the process of learning. So just rewind and start over. If you get too many folds on your paper and everything's confusing, throw that piece of paper away and start with a new piece, okay? That is totally okay, and that's totally fine, and your brain is still working. So just keep trying. If it takes you 4, 5, 6 times before you get it, it's okay. Once you get the folds down, then you'll know how to do it, and you can make as many as you want, okay? This is one of the grade level groups projects. Here's another. So if you want to check out what the other grade levels did and you want to try theirs out, remember on the YouTube channel, you can see all of the videos for everybody. So you can go check out different projects there. So, and there's also a lot of origami projects on YouTube and on Pinterest. So just Google that with mom or dad's permission and find something that interests you. If the projects that I picked are not what you want to do, go find something else. There's tons out there, okay? Don't forget, post your pictures. I love seeing them. I look forward to seeing them. Every day I log on and I have my fingers crossed that somebody has posted a picture for me. You can also text your pictures to 539-302-7204. If you text your pictures to that number, I will get notified that there's a picture there for me, okay? So I would love to see your work and have fun. Okay, so our first origami piece that we're gonna make is a fish, okay? And I picked the darkest paper I had, so it's a little hard to see, but I'm gonna do it on white paper also, okay? Now I had some origami paper, so I went ahead and made my little fish with origami paper. Origami paper is quite thin, so it's easier to fold, but I've been making everything else with copy paper, and it works just as fine, just as well. So sometimes actually better because you can decorate it any color you want. All right, so if you have copy paper, we need to turn this into a square instead of a rectangle, okay? So I am going to you can take the top or the bottom, whichever one, and go to the side. So I need to line up the side with this, and I need to make sure that this point is a nice point. The nicer you make your folds, the better this comes out. Okay, so now I have it lined up. I have a nice point. I'm going to push back and push to one side, push to the other side. I'm going to use my fingernail and make a nice crease in the paper. Okay, so now this extra piece right here, I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to cut that off. And I hold on to these pieces because you can make smaller squares out of this rectangle. You can make a few smaller squares out of this rectangle, and then you can make smaller fish. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that to the side. All right, so now I have this wonderful square, perfect square, already folded in half. I'm going to open that up. That crease that I just made, I'm going to have it facing me. So then I'm going to take the bottom corner, go to the top, line that up. Try to get it there as best you can. I'm going to push back, push to one side, push to the other side, take my fingernail and make that crease really nice also. Okay, so now I have a crisscross on my square. Now I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to turn it upside down. Okay, so now my paper is trying to come, it's kind of coming off of the table. That's what you want. All right, so now I'm going to take the bottom side and I'm going to fold it up to the top side. So I'm going to take the bottom side, fold it up to the top side. Now, if I go too fast on any of these parts and you didn't quite understand what I did, stop the video and rewind it and just watch it again. It might take you 2 or 3 times, but you'll be able to get it. Okay, so I've taken my square, folded the bottom up to the top. Now I have a rectangle. I'm going to make a crease, nice crease with my fingernail. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to turn it. I'm going to take the bottom and go up to the top again. So now I'm making a crisscross on my square. Okay, line up my 2 corners, push back, push to the side, push to the side, take my fingernail, take my fingernail. Now, the better you make your creases and the more precise you make your creases, the better and easier it will be for you. Now, that being said, I always say it doesn't have to be perfect. It does not have to be perfect, but you need to try to get the corners lined up as best you can, okay? It will help you as we go along with the project, okay? All right, so now I'm gonna open this up and I'm going to flip it again. And when I do that and I kind of push down in the center, you'll see 2 sides that want to come up real easy. And what you want to do is you want to take your 2 fingers, take those 2 sides and push them together, okay? And now I kind of have a little hole here and a little hole here, all right? So I push those together. If I put this downward, if you'll notice, everything folded down nice and simple into a triangle. Now, if yours didn't work out that way, it's okay, all right? Either have mom or dad come help you, okay? Stop the video, go back, see maybe if you missed a spot, or start over with a brand new piece of paper. If you get a whole bunch of creases on this paper and they're not in the right spot, it's going to make it difficult for you. So to make it not so frustrating, okay, because I want everybody to be successful doing this, you might want to just put that piece of paper in the trash and find another piece of paper and start over, okay? Because this part's the trickiest part, but it really should not be that hard if you folded it correctly, okay? So I'm going to push those 2 pieces together. Everything folds down. I'm going to push down a little bit more. And now I have the beginning of my fish shape, okay? So now I'm going to take this corner and I am going to fold it over and I'm bringing it, here is the middle point. If I brought it like that, it would look like that. I'm bringing it over the middle, just a hair, just a little. Okay, so here, and in fact, I'm going to draw a line on my middle so you can see where it is. Here's the middle. And I am bringing this over, I'm bringing it up just a little, like up to there, okay? Maybe just a little bit. Yep, that's about good, okay? So I'm bringing it up just a little bit over the half, and then I'm folding, okay? Now I'm gonna take this, my top piece, and I just want to bring it right over that bottom piece. And I'm gonna crease it, use my fingernail. You can even get the back of the scissors, you can take a marker and get that crease really, really pushed down, okay? So then when I turn it over, voila, I have my fishy shape, Okay, so now I can take my markers and I can decorate this fish. I can give it an eye. I can give it some scales, whatever you choose to do. I would also love to see if you add your fish to a background. So maybe you get another piece of paper, you draw some wavy lines to make it look like the ocean. Maybe put some sand on the bottom, maybe add some bubbles, okay? And put your fish in a scene, okay? All right, so I'm going to add some scales to my fish. And to tell you the truth, I don't know if the scales go forward or backward. I'm not sure. I'm going to do it this way. If you've read the rainbow fish before and you have some shiny sequins, you could always add those shiny sequins to make him a rainbow fish, okay? All right, so I would love to see, oops, that's the same color. I would love to see your fish. So if you make one of these, go ahead and take a picture and send it to me. Remember, if you are having trouble, stop the video, rewind, and go back, okay? Have mom or dad help you, all right? This should be fun. Now, if you had trouble, just try again, okay? Sometimes we're successful and it takes us 2 or 3 times, and that's totally okay, all right? So I cannot wait to see your fish. Have fun. Okay, the next origami piece we're going to make is we're going to make a whale, okay? Last one we did was a fish, now we're making a whale. Do you see a little theme going on? Okay, so again, I did this one with origami paper that I had here at the house. I'm going to do the next one with copy paper. If you have notebook paper, any type of paper will work just fine. You just need to make sure you have a square, okay? So just like the last one, I'm going to fold over the bottom to the side or the top to the side, whichever you want. Line that up and make sure I have a nice point. I have a nice point here. I've got my sides lined up here. Hold that down with one hand, take my other hand, push back, go from side to side, crease it with my fingernails, make it a good crease. Okay, I'm going to cut this extra piece off, and then what I'm left with is a nice square. Okay, I'm going to hold on to these pieces because I can make smaller origami pieces with them. Okay, so now I have that nice square. Okay, so I have a crease in the middle, unfold it. Okay, now we're going to take this edge, and we're going to line it up to the middle. All right, so we're going to fold this over, fold over, line it up to the middle, make sure I have a nice point, line it up to the middle, and crease. I can use a marker to make a nice crease. I can use the back of my fingernail. And then I'm going to take the other side, line it up to the middle. Almost looks like a kite now. Line that up. Crease. Now, when you first do this might be a little bit challenging. So just like anything else, when it's challenging, we just keep trying, okay? Ask for help, ask mom or dad, older brother or sister to help you. You can do this, okay? Because once you figure out the folds, you can make as many of these as you want. And once you figure out the folds, then it becomes fun, okay? So it might be a little challenging at first, but just keep at it, keep going. All right, the next step. Okay, so now I have a kite, okay? A kite looking shape. All right, I'm going to, here's my 2 folds. All right, and then here is my other corner, long corner, shorter corner. I'm going to take the shorter corner and I'm going to go right to where I folded those other paper, the other sides. And there's a crease in the middle. I'm going to keep the corner on that crease. Push back. Okay, so I just took that corner, went to where I folded the other 2 pieces of paper, matched them up. kept it in the middle. Okay, so now I kind of have a diamond or shape. Okay, I'm gonna lift this up and I'm gonna fold this in half. Just fold it in half. That's all I'm doing. Okay, so now I'm starting to get my shape. I turn it around, starting to get the shape of the whale. Okay. All right, so the next step, I'm going to make the tail. So I'm going to take this long point and I'm going to fold so that the point is going straight up. So all I'm doing is taking the corner, instead of folding it right on itself, I'm turning it so that the point goes straight up from the whale. Okay. So from here, I'm going to crease it really well. I'm going to get a marker so I can push that down really well. Okay. I'm going to lift this up. I'm going to push it backwards and I'm going to crease it. So it's right here. I'm going to crease right on the same crease, but going in the other direction. So this was on top of the whale. Now I want to go underneath the whale and I can pick it up if I need to, pinch it to make that crease really well. Take a marker and make that crease really well. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to lift up my whale. I'm going to open him up and this is what it should look like. Okay. We've got that diamond shape again. And now I have a crease down here. Now this is a tricky step. And when I first practiced with this one, I had to do this 2 times, I think. So don't worry if you get a little frustrated, okay? Just keep trying. It might take you 4 or 5 times, okay? Just keep trying. Just keep rewinding if you need to, okay? So I'm going to open this up and I'm going to right where there looks like a V and then the center, I'm going to push down on that little point so that my tail comes up, okay? And when I do that, I'm going to fold my whale body back down and if you creased really well, this step's a little bit easier, all right? Okay, so started here, I folded up on itself and came back, folded underneath on the same crease and I creased it really well with my marker. Then I opened it up and where these 4 lines meet, I push down so that this comes up, the tail end comes up. I fold my whale back down. And when I do that, the tail kind of goes up by itself and then I just have to push all the creases down, okay? So now I have this shape. I have my whale shape and I'm going to hold my whale so I can see his tail. I'm going to open that up a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to take my scissors and just cut, about 1 inch, maybe not even that much, so that this is cut right here. Okay. So then when I put my whale down again, I can take where I cut, pull that paper back, and it makes a cute little whale tail. All right. And that is it. Okay. So you have that one really tricky fold, but just rewind, watch it over and over again. Try yours again. If you have a million creases on your origami, throw that piece of paper away and try again. Okay. It'll be a lot less frustrating if you have less creases. If you've got a million creases, they're going to confuse you. And so just go ahead and throw it away and start over. All right. Okay. So from here, you can add his eye and his mouth, whatever you choose. You have now made a whale and a fish. You can make a background, get another piece of paper, draw the ocean, draw some wavy lines to make water, draw the sand on the bottom. What other creatures live in the ocean? What other creatures could you draw in your ocean scene? Okay, so now you have your whale and your fish. So I cannot wait to see yours. I hope you enjoyed this and have fun.